It's time. Theo Goodman from dgenbet.com here. UFC 213 is here. Ultra stacked card, part of a doubleheader weekend. Let's check out some of these fights and some bets. All right, in the main event, we've got Amanda Nunes against Valentina Shevchenko for the title. Nunes has beaten Tate, she's beaten Rousey, and she has the title. She's a really good striker, and she has also got a solid ground game when she is on top. She has beat Shevchenko before in a 3-round fight, so this is also a grudge match. So everyone's talking about the third round of that fight where Shevchenko came back, almost took it on it, but didn't. And Nunes is kind of frustrated that everyone keeps talking about that and ignores that she is the champion. In the meantime, after that fight, Shevchenko beat Home. He beat Lima. And those were pretty two tough opponents, in my opinion, compared to who Nunes fought, and also stylistically the matchup. But man, math, that doesn't really work itself out. I will say both of these women have improved since the last time they met. I think everyone can agree on that. Matchup again, I'm on Shevchenko. I think that she can definitely get it done. I do not think that Nunes is going to knock her out in round 1 or 2. And I think that's what Nunes needs to do here in order to get the win. She needs to or rock her and take her down, which I think is less likely, but take her down and stay on top out. That being said, I think that if that happens and Shevchenko manages to defend enough, which to do, I think, Nunes is going to possibly punch herself out and get tired. Same thing for going if she goes for the knockout standing, that's going to play perfectly into Shevchenko's counter-punching game. So I see this as, so we are going to get angry, I think, and I think we might even hear boos from the crowd in the first 2 rounds, because I don't think Shevchenko is going to engage unless she has to on these first 2 rounds. She's going to let Nunes, try to get some power punches in, try to take her down, stuff takedowns, use knees to counter the takedowns. If it comes to the clinch, Shevchenko has got some really technical knees, maybe some of the best knees in the women's division. Same thing, she's got this crazy trip. She did take Nunes down with that trip before. It almost hurts how hard she throws you down with that trip. I think we might see that again. So I don't want to take anything away from Nunes. I've bet on Nunes in the past. Nunes is a great fighter. I just don't think this is a good matchup for her stylistically. And I think the 5 rounds really do play into Shevchenko. I know people have been saying that a lot, but it really does. Shevchenko is a disciplined fighter, good fighter IQ, and I see her using that to her advantage, taking this to the 3rd, 4th, 5th. I kind of am leaning to Shevchenko via decision, but I definitely think of Shevchenko win and her slowly picking her apart in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th round. 1st round, just getting the timing. 2nd round, also kind of getting the timing, just like how counter strikers do. Fighters can adjust who they are to the situation, but you can't take away the heart style of the fighter. Nunes is an aggressive fighter, a pressure fighter, and Shevchenko is a counter striker, and you're not going to be able to take those away. And I think in this matchup, the way the skills are, I think Shevchenko is going to be a better counter striker than Nunes is with her pressure, and that's going to be the kryptonite for Nunes this time around. Valentina Shevchenko to win, new champion. All right, next fight is also quite interesting. Got a lot of people talking. We've got Whitaker against Romeo. Whitaker, he beat Brunson. Counter strike there, perfect. Whitaker is a counter striker. He gets your timing, and then he picks you apart. And his last 2 ones, he's been able to really, respect. He's been really able to show his skills. was the same. Now, Souza, he's not the best standing. Everyone knows Souza is a submission artist. Maybe it was stopped early, but I don't want to take anything away from that. Actually, Whitaker, respect, he finished him really well, really quickly, too. That being said, I don't think that those are the same kind of fighters at all to Romero. And I'm going to go with Romero, as you can tell how I'm speaking. Romero, for a counter striker, he is not just a forward pressure kind of person. Now, I would argue that when Brunson fought Whitaker, that's what Brunson did. Not only couldn't Brunson tuck his chin properly, which is why he got knocked out, but Brunson used a lot of forward pressure and just tried to overwhelm you. Pretty simple style, which worked a lot for him, and that's fine. But that is not what Romero does. Romero has technique. He does a lot of weird things. He will troll you. He will make you comfortable, and then he will adjust. So I think that this is going to be a tough fight for Whitaker, and I don't think that Whitaker is going to be able to get his timing. And I don't think Romero is going to gas out either. People are talking about Romero gassing out. Maybe. I don't think he's going to gas out. Yeah, he does have a lot of muscle on him, but I don't think that's going to be the main issue. I think that Romero will be able to deal with Whitaker standing enough, and I think he's going to take him down and hurt him. So I think I'm going to go with Romero with the win for this one. In the next fight, we've got Verdum against Overeem. There's a rematch. They fought in Strikeforce and they fought in Pride. This is going to be an interesting fight. I think this is also going to be one where people are not going to be cheering a lot. I think they're going to be expecting some kind of fireworks, and they're not going to see it actually in this one in the beginning rounds, I think. But if you look since the last time they fought, Verdum has also talked about this, even though I wouldn't put too much into listening to tons of interviews with people. He has talked about this, and I will agree, is that the first time in Pride, he had 0 striking. He was only a jiu-jitsu fighter. When they fought in Strikeforce, he had some striking. He claims that he overtrained for that fight and didn't have good cardio in his preparation. And now Verdum is an excellent striker. He's definitely very good standing. Everyone knows he's dangerous on the ground, and that lends itself to his striking game in the sense that he's not worried about getting taken down at any time. So he can do kicks. He does get a little wild sometimes, even with his confidence, I think. But generally speaking, I think that plays into it. He's got flying knees. He's got kicks, punches, everything. And even in the old Strikeforce fight, I think people were really surprised how well Verdum was able to stand with Overeem. Overeem has changed his style a little bit, much more conservative, waiting a lot, looking for a counter strike. Of course, we all know his chin is definitely an issue. He's got a solid ground game and solid submission game. I don't know if Verdum can submit him without rocking him first, but that does happen sometimes where you get rocked and then Verdum will come in and submit you quickly. I think just overall, I like Verdum standing and I like Verdum on the ground, even if he's on the bottom in this fight. I think that Verdum is going to be able to outpoint Overeem standing. Maybe he knocks him out, maybe not. But I think that Verdum is smart. He's got good fighter IQ, and he does have a little bit of a trolley aspect to him, which could cause Overeem to make some mistakes. He's going to stay on the outside. He's going to use a lot of front kicks, low kicks, and he's not going to be in the distance to be countered. He knows that too. So I'm going to take Verdum here. I don't think Overeem is going to be able to do it. And I'm actually going to be interested to see what Overeem does. Does Overeem try to take Verdum down, or is he going to stand with him? If he stands with him, I think he's just going to get out-volumed by Verdum. He might even get tired. I think Verdum definitely has a cardio advantage. It's only a 3-round fight, though, people. So I think Verdum's just going to outpoint him 2 out of those 3 rounds and get the decision. I think Verdum is happy with the decision no matter what anyone says in interviews. I think he's perfectly fine, and his fighter IQ lends itself to sticking with the plan and getting the decision, I think, in this one. My pick here is Verdum. A lot of other good fights here, but I don't have any other official picks. Pettis Miller is going to be entertaining. Definitely Mind Muhammad. I've seen a lot of people on both sides on that one too. A lot of good. Laprise Kamosi. I don't know why Kamosi is such a huge underdog here, but I don't know if I can bet on him. Is Travis Brown going to retire after getting submitted or knocked out by Olin? Or is he back and is he going to knock out him? This is Travis Brown's last stand. Let's see here what happens. Reportedly, he is with a new camp. We heard that before, though. So let's see what happens. I think it's definitely could be one to avoid, but it's going to be an interesting one to watch. All right, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. This is Theo Goodman from dgnbet.com. Check out dgnbet.com and telegram.me/sportsbet. Make sure to subscribe and thumbs up. Thanks for watching.